Now to high school football. District began for several teams, and things got a little tougher for Stony Point. Tigers trying to stay unbeaten on their season opening against Westwood at Reeves Athletic Complex. Warriors coming off a 69-point performance, and while Stony Point is accustomed to dominating, that was not the case. Sam Kelly did give them a 13-0 lead, but Westwood stayed right there with them. Ben Johnson scrambles to find Grant Peterson, who is committed to Rice. He's in for the score. It wasn't until late that Stony Point pulled away 27-14 the final. They get McNeil next week. More on the Mavericks in a second. Meanwhile, Westlake in their final non-district game hosting New Braunfels, and the Shaps picking up some momentum after a slow start. They use a heavy dose of Van Grommen. Big running back bullies his way in for 2 touchdowns. Westlake wins a close one, 39-34. They have a bye week coming up. I mentioned McNeil. They went into 4 overtimes against Round Rock Friday night. The Dragons finally won 41-35. Now to 4A. Lake Travis visiting old rival Dripping Springs. Deeply rooted adversaries that still pack the house at Tiger Stadium, but this one a little lopsided in favor of the Cavaliers, still operating with backup quarterback Colin Lagasse, turning Maurer with the touchdown, and then the reverse to Dannon Cavill, who finds a lane to the end zone. Lake Travis wins handily 38-0 going into a bye week as well. Hot on their trail, though, Cedar Park. Watch out for the Timberwolves. Homecoming Friday night to Vandergrift. Cedar Park continues to steamroll opponents. Brian Hogan, Bo Smith. They rout the Young Vipers to stay perfect, but a big showdown next week with Vista Ridge. Hendrickson hoping to be the first to knock off Connolly Friday night, and even though the Hawks jumped out to a lead, the Cougars come back. Kenneth DeFee off the direct snap takes it up the middle, and they improve to 5-0 with a 31-15 win. Another team turning some heads is Manor against neighboring Elgin, and the Mustangs off to a great start this season. Reginald Middleton to Stratton Jones. They win 26-7 to improve to 4-1, and they have a big test this week traveling to unbeaten Hutto. Exciting game at House Park in the battle for the bell between Travis and McCallum. In 16-4A, Knights out in front first. Colton Lusson to T. Tolliver for the touchdown, but the Rebels came roaring back. C.J. Herrera scores here, and they pull off the late victory, 36-33. Pflugerville beat Aikens in our KBVO big game of the week, and they are back this week. Pflugerville hosts Westwood on KBVO Thursday night. It's the Panthers district opener.